Cookies for Santa just got an upgrade. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. We don't want Santa to drink and drive, but a beer and cookie form is just what the elves ordered. So all of the supplies you need to make this cookie are listed in the description, and you can get this cookie cutter STL file on my website if you have a 3D printer. And I'm starting out just by outlining the yellow part of the beer mug with my yellow icing in about a 15-second consistency. And I didn't quite make my line straight here, so I'm just going to fix that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start flooding this in. I'm using the same icing to flood as I did to outline. Because it's a 15-second consistency, I can go right up to the edge. I'm not going to be worried that it's going to overflow. And I'll grab my scribe, or you can use a toothpick, and I'm just going to smooth this icing out and get it out to the corners. And then I'll set my cookie aside to dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once it had set up, I came back in with my white icing, also in about a 15-second consistency. I'm just going to outline and flood in the bottom of the beer mug here with my white icing. And I'm going to do the same thing for the handle of the beer mug, just going to go ahead and outline this. I'm going to touch down and then lift up my piping bag slightly and follow my line of icing and watching where it's dropping, and then touch down at the other side, and then I'll immediately just go ahead and flood this area in. I want to use a thicker icing here, so you want to use at least a 15-second icing so that you don't have to worry about a crater, and then use your scribe to make sure that icing is all the way down to the cookie and not sitting up on top of that outline that we made. That will also help keep your cookie from getting craters in these small skinny areas. So even though the icing looks smooth down here, go ahead and use your scribe to settle that icing down and make sure it's all the way down to the cookie just by kind of tapping up and down at it. And then I have a stiff white consistency icing here, and I'm just going to make little balls for the beer bubbles for the foam, and just keep squeezing out big balls of icing all the way across the top of the beer, and you can also put some foam down onto the beer glass itself. And once you're done, I grabbed a dampened paintbrush and I got it wet and wiped off all the water on the paper towel. I'm just going to use that to kind of push down the peaks on all of these different little balls of foam that we made. And then I decided to add a few more drops of foam, and I'm going to settle these down with my scribe rather than the paintbrush, just to show you that you can do it either way. So you just want to kind of tap at it to get that peak settled down, and then you can finish it off by swirling it around the edge. And then before I set it aside to dry, I want to come back up here and just add a little line where the crease is going to be in his hat. So just put a double line here, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry. And my cookie's been drying for about 15-20 minutes. Now I'm just going to outline and flood in the hat. So I'm just going to touch down, lift my piping bag up, carefully watch where my line is falling around the edge of the cookie, and then I'll go back in and flood that in. I want to be careful not to go over the top of this line that we made in red before, so I'll use my scribe to get my icing close to that line and not go over the top of it. We want that crease to show. And it's okay if some of your red icing gets over the top of the white little foam bubbles that we made, because we're going to cover that with a hat band anyway. And then use your scribe to settle this icing down and push it up next to that crease line. And once you finish with that, set it aside to dry again for another 10 to 15 minutes before you come back in and pipe a ball for his hat and also the hat band across the top. Again, it's okay to go over the top of the foam bubbles. That might be what you need to do. And it just will add dimension to your cookie, make it look more like the hat is sitting on top of the beer mug. And once you're done piping that section, go ahead and use your scribe to shape it and settle it down as needed. And then I'll move back down to the ball of the hat and get that icing out to the edge. This icing does not need to be perfectly smooth because I'm going to go over it again with some icing to give it some texture. Then I decided I needed even more bubbles in my beer, so I grabbed my scribe and just took a little bit of icing off the tip of my piping bag, and I'm just barely touching down to make just little tiny bubbles in my beer. And I'll continue to do that until I have all the little bubbles that I want. I set this cookie aside to dry completely. And now that my cookie is dry, I'm just going to grab some icing and put a little bit on top of the ball of the hat here, and then using an up and down motion with my paintbrush, I'm going to give this ball some texture. I'll do this until the entire ball is covered, and then I'll grab my white icing one more time to make a line across the bottom of the beer mug, and then this cookie is done. What do you think Santa's favorite drink is to have with his cookies? Beer? Coffee? Milk? Something else? Hot cocoa? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I sure had a lot of fun making these cookies. It's a nice change to my usual cookie lineup for Christmas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.